After taking literally forever and haven't seen just about everybody else who plays Kf2 to make an actual show off of the new perk that Tripwire Interactive is going to release for Kf2 2, I got around to making the video myself, which goes for the SWAT perk.
Like that, did you?
It has only submachine guns, high fire rate, weak damage, really accurate,
Let's call that your warm-up.
and most weapons are silenced.
Okay, yes. I'll sort
Or at
that.
least it's
Please, sir, can I do
the impression
another?
I'm getting. For me,
Time for some work.
this perk is the one thing that I feel the Commando is missing. I mean, the Commando has accurate, strong weapons, but at the moment it's lacking
I can reopen the trade
fire
report.
rate on the weapons. Now, the fire rate is a positive and negative thing at the same time. It might be confusing for most people. It's like, how can it be the same thing, positive
You
and
got out
negative? The
unscathed.
positive thing is that, well, you can fire basically your whole magazine within seconds. The negative thing is... oh, there, I found the other one. The negative thing is you're going to waste a lot of bullets if you're not careful.
Get your tools of trade.
And if you don't take your time
Found a
aiming,
weapon.
you're going to waste so much ammunition, which is really precious considering that
You earned the
you
money.
do have...
Now
I
spend
don't,
it.
actually, yeah, whatever. I'll get into the
There's
weapons.
Zeds on the
You have
scope.
your MP7,
Must close
your
the pod very
MP5
soon.
RA, the P90, and the Chris as your Team 4. Compared to all the other classes, they are rather light, don't weigh a lot, so you can end up without having to have
Lying about.
additional carry weight increase. You can carry 3 of your weapons. What I usually do is I take the MP5, the MP7, and the Chris. Now, it's not only that the guns have a lot of ammo and that they're accurate, but
Zeds remain.
I'm not completely sure if that is a
Watch it,
thing
siren.
or not, but it feels like the submachine guns have a higher damage multiplier on the head, because I mean, I am playing on normal, so the Zeds are all a little bit weaker than if you play online, and I've played online, and against most of the Zeds, aside from Patriarch or Hans, it's still a 1 or 2 bullet headshot and they're dead.
Look alive. Just paying us a visit. Didn't like that, did you?
Now, another thing to notice about this class is that because it has such a high fire rate, and there's a high chance you're going to waste
So
some
I can
bullets,
open the trade report for you.
it gives you the advantage during Z time
Siren.
that instead of having to make your shots count, you can just spray your ammunition down range and hope for the
Get
best.
to the indicated pod for resupply. Made it back.
The,
Don't lean on any.
damage-wise, the MP7 is a little bit stronger than the 9mm. I know, it's super weak. Like, look at this.
More Zeds on
Then
the
you
way.
have the
Start to wrap things
MP5,
up, as they
which
say.
is a little bit stronger than the MP7, barely any difference. The P90, again, barely any difference. And then the Chris, even less of a difference from the P90 to the MP5. But they
Last
all
chance.
say the
I have
fire
to
rate
power
is
down
at
the
max,
pod.
but they're still shooting at different fire rates. The MP5 the slowest, then the P90, then the MP7, and then the Chris. Chris
All
being
Zeds
the
on
fastest,
scope.
crap.
Back to
The
it, mes
MP5
amis.
being the slowest. I'm gonna quickly go into the skills of the SWAT. There's the heavy armor training, giving you more armor, and only the siren can actually hurt your health when you have armor. No movement speed when crouching or iron sighting. That is crouching. You're crouching at full speed. Close combat training, increase your 9mm and knife by 100%, and always start with duels, or increase your reload speed, which is something every class has, and for some classes is really important. Stumble power increased by 100, or carry 30% more ammo. Maximum armor increased by 50. Obviously I haven't gotten to level 20 yet, but multiple hits with perk weapons slows down Zeds. Heading legs is most effective. During a Z time, you can either have movement speed at real time and massive knockdown when running into a Z. You don't shoot them, you run into them. Or using perk weapons will have unlimited ammo and almost shoot at real time, and another 100% increase on stumble power.
Let's get you
All in
restocked.
all, it feels like the class
You're a real
the Call of Duty
survivor.
players would
Good for you.
enjoy the most. Now, the reason I
Get my
said
skis back off,
that,
Bethany. Worth it, though.
why did I think that this was a traitor? The reason that I said, the reason I said that the SWAT class will actually be somewhat appealing to the Call of Duty players is because it feels faster,
Bring up the
and
trading
Call of Duty
controls
is
and
known
upgrade
to
your
be a
gear.
fast-paced shooter, which kind of makes sense compared to all the other shooters. You can pretend to be this badass zombie hunter and just shooting everything, body parts flying apart.